Raven brings back the sun, a folk tale of the Inuit. Long, long ago, in the far, far north, where there's snow all the time, it was dark, dark, dark. And the children said, "Has it always been like this? Has it always been like this, so dark, dark, dark?" And the old folks said, "Oh no, oh no. Before this, there's light in the sky, a great big sun up in the sky, and it lit the day. And at night, a beautiful moon, a round ball moon, changing shapes night to night, would light the night. And twinkling stars in the nighttime sky would light the night, help the moon, light the night, help the moon, light the night." And the children said to the old folks, "What happened? What happened? Where's the sun? Where's the moon? Where are the stars?" And the old folks said, "Well, there's an evil wizard, and one day he came out from his house with a great big sack, and he grabbed the sun and he put it in his sack and he took it back in his house. And that night, he had another big sack and he went out and he grabbed the moon and he put it in his sack and he went back into his house. And he got another sack and he came back out and he grabbed the stars, one after another, and filled his sack, filled his sack, filled his sack, and went back into his house and locked the door, lock, lock, lock." And the children said, "Why doesn't somebody bring the sun and moon back and get them from the wizard?" "Oh no," said the old folks. "Nobody can do that." But just then, someone stood up. "I'll bring back the sun. I'll bring back the moon. I'll bring back the stars. I'm Raven." Raven Man had a tall hat on his head. They looked at him. They said, "Raven, how in the world are you gonna bring back the sun and moon and stars from the wizard? Are you gonna fight him?" And Raven said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna use my mind. A trick will do, a trick will do, oh yes. But first, I need to fly. I need to fly." So he grabbed that hat on the top of his head and he pulled it down and it turned into a beak. And he raised his arms and they turned into wings, and black feathers covered his body. And his legs became bird legs, and now he was Raven Bird. And he flew through the dark. He flew and flew and flew. He came to the wizard's house. "How can I get in? How can I get in?" The door? No. It's locked, locked, locked. The windows? No. Shutters across the windows. That won't work. Flew up to the smoke hole, looked down. Can't fly down through there. Oh, look. There's a tree over there. That gives me an idea. Yes. A clever trick. So, Raven flew behind the tree and then flew back out across and pecked on the door of the wizard. And then flew back behind the tree. The wizard heard the knock and opened the door. Unlock, unlock, unlock. Yes? No one. That's strange. Slam, lock, lock, lock. Raven flew up again and flew back. Unlock, unlock, unlock. Yes? No one. What's going on around here? Slam, lock, lock, lock. Raven flew up again. Flew back. Unlock, unlock, unlock. Yes, who is it? Who's knocking on my door? Come on, who is it? Slam, lock, lock, lock. Raven flew up again. Flew back again. Unlock, unlock. Who is it? No one. What's going on around here? Slam, lock, lock, lock. Raven flew up again. Flew back again. Unlock, unlock. Who is it? No one. Oh, I'm going to find out who it is. Maybe they're hiding behind my house. I bet that's it. And so the wizard came out of the house and went around back and left the door open. And Raven flew inside. And Raven looked around. Ooh, look at that sack on the wall. It's got a big gold ball in it. Glowing, glowing, glowing. It's the sun. Oh yes, it's the sun. And looked over the other wall. Whoa! A sack came from the wall. Silver light. A big ball, not as big as the sun ball. The moon. That's it, the moon. Oh, and look at that wall. Glittering, 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 glittering in the bag. All kinds of lights. Twinkling, twinkling, twinkling. Stars. Sun, moon, stars. I'll get them. And just then, the wizard came back into the house, turned around to lock the door. Raven looked, what to do. And just then spotted a glass of milk on the kitchen table, on the table right there. And Raven became a seed and dropped into the milk. Plop. And the wizards. And just then the wizard's daughter walked into the room. What's wrong, Papa? I don't know. Somebody keeps knocking on my door and I open the door and no one's there. And then they knock again and again. It's really making me angry. I think I'd better go take a nap and calm down. He walked on by and went into his room to take a little nap. And she picked up the glass of milk. Oh, I forgot to drink my milk. Woo, woo, woo. And she swallowed the raven seed. And the time went by, and the time went by, and she had a baby. Aha. Yes, yes. A baby. And it's funny, it had a little hat on the top. And she liked that little baby. And the baby sat on the floor and looked around and looked around. And one day the baby started pointing at the sun ball and crying out, "Molly, Molly, play with Molly, play with sun ball, play, play." "Shh," said the mother. "Shh, your grandpa's trying to sleep. Now shh, be quiet." "Molly, Molly, 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 play with sun ball, play with." "Shh, shh, be quiet, baby. Molly, Molly, shh." And the wizard woke up. What's that baby calling out about? I'm trying to sleep. Sorry, Grandpa. But the baby wanted to play with the sunball. I told him to be quiet. Oh, let him play with the sunball. I don't care. I want to sleep. Let him play with the sunball. And so she took down the bag with the sun and dumped it onto the floor. And the baby started playing with the sunball. rolling it around, and waited until the mother went out of the room, and then the baby grabbed his little hat and pulled it down, and it turned into a beak, and he raised his arms, and they became wings, and the feathers grew, and he grabbed the sunball, and he threw it up through the smoke hole. It went into the sky and lit up the day. Yes. And the people in the valley called out, "The sun is back! Hooray!" And quickly, little raven baby grabbed his beak and turned back into a baby. And started pointing to the moon ball when the mother came back in. "Moon ball, moon ball, moon ball, play with moon ball. Shh, quiet, baby, quiet. Shh, quiet, baby, quiet. Shh, quiet, baby, quiet. Moon ball, moon ball, moon ball, moon ball. I want to play with moon ball. Shh. What's that baby want now?" "Oh, sorry, Grandpa. He wants to play with the moon ball." "I'll let him play with the moon ball. I just want to sleep." "Okay." She dumped out the moon ball. He started playing da-da-da-da-da, and waited till the mother went out. And he pulled down his hat. Beak, wings, feathers, grabbed the moon ball. Whew, up into the nighttime sky. And the people called out down in the valley, "The moon is back, hooray!" And quickly Raven Baby turned back into Raven Baby. And pointed at the star bag. "Bollies, bolly, bolly, all those little bollies, bolly, bolly. Shh, quiet, baby, quiet. Play with Starball, play with Starball. Quiet, baby, play with Starball, play with Starball. What's that baby want now?" "Oh, sorry, Grandpa. I told him to be quiet. He wants to play with the stars." "Oh, let him play. I'm trying to go to sleep. He keeps waking me up." "Okay, Papa." So she dumped out all the stars, and he started playing with them, and he waited till his mother went out of the room, and guess what? Yes. Lowered it down. The beak, the wings, the feathers, grabbed the stars. And the people in the valley, "The stars are back, hooray!" And he quickly whooped back, that way, back into baby. She came back in. Grandpa woke up. He walked into the room. Wait a minute. Empty sun bag? Empty moon bag? Empty stars? Bag? Oh. And he looked down at the baby. "And you, baby?" And little Raven Baby looked up and said, No, not baby. Raven." Pulled down the hat. There's the beak. Raised his arms, turned into wings, feathers all over. And he flew up through the smoke hole and back to the people. "Hooray! Raven's back!" Raven had brought back the sun and the moon and the stars. And that's the story.